Hello, baby, welcome to Mr. Who Views. And today, I'm reviewing My Adventures with Superman. It's raining Supermen. And in the last episode, Mixie and his wife had a Clark and other versions of those and that. They play some games. Yeah, it's called Anvil at the end. Clark Frederica rolls that the future can be good, and this light looks like a lightning storm just turned up, and two people came involved with it. One was Jonathan Lane, and the other his sister Lara. Yeah, and when Clark Lois realized that Jonathan doesn't remember being with them for a month, they realized that but when they changed the future, they changed Jonathan's whole life. Yeah, I don't think these guys ever saw a time travel movie. If they did, I think we expected that, but whatever. Yeah, this Jonathan Lane is different with compared to John Kent. He's more angry, and yeah, he really don't uh, Clark, since I think maybe Superman is still dead in his timeline, but he's saying he hadn't nobody had to teach himself how to use his powers. And yet he's Superman, not Superboy. Hmm. And yet it's up with Jimmy and Kara and better. They both. Jimmy just says what he wants, and Kara says he don't want to be with Jimmy, but she don't know if she can trust him because he's just worried that he might just leave her alone again. Yeah. Yeah, with Lara and Lois. Lara saying they're telling Lois that General Lane brought back to this time in order to kill Lex Luthor because he has like Kryptonian clones or improve the red hair at its command. And at first, Lois thinks General Lane is her dad, but Laura is saying General Lane is Lois, and yet the reaction Lois having Lara tell that it's just great. Yeah. And yeah, both Lois and Clark are worried about their kids, and Lois thinking it's all uh, her fault. And they didn't know that Lara was a god. Yeah. And yeah, Lex is had this meeting with the Pentagon. And yeah, first they mean Amanda Waller. Turned out she's trying to check me again. Yeah, I don't know how she got into the organization again since in season 2. Wasn't she like a fugitive or something? Mm. Anyway, Lex tries as shown what what ideas he has to make humanity great, but Slade just hasn't to reveal his pet project, the Eradicator. And he said that Superman's DNA, and he put a bit of his own brain in the robot, so he can control with his mind. Yeah, and he's also bald with a bandage around his head. Oh my god. And yeah, and he does a shade off his head when like blown off with when Hank Henshaw fired the laser at him and went through a wall or something. Yeah, Lex has finally lost it. And after he was telling Amanda Waller about the Eradicator, she decides to shut the whole thing down, not just hit the Eradicator project, but the entirety of LexCorp. And yeah, throughout the Eradicator is a conscious since you see it looking and listening to Lex talking to Amanda or to Waller, whatever. And apparently Lex has a prototype time machine and tries to get Amanda Waller be on board with, saying he can use it to take care of her enemies before they even get a chance to do anything. Yeah, another guy that doesn't fully understand time travel, I think. And yeah, they get into an argument about it, like Lex saying what he's trying to make humanity safe, and Man Waller saying Superman gave his life, I put his life on the line to keep him safe, and he'd rather put money on an alien than someone like Lex. Yeah, that's when Lara sort of trying to kill Lex, and yeah, he actually activated or just the eradicator loose, even though he said it's still in the still like has some kinks to work out, and yeah, yeah, and the super family does show up, and they see a Slade garden LexCorp, and yeah, this says a hole open taking uh, Lois and Clark on like into sewers. Yeah, that's when they meet with Lara, and they're talking about the Eradicator, but saying it seems different, and it throws a train or a train or something at Supergirl, and he does something to Superboy to Jonathan to make him scream. And yeah, there's a part when Lois was saying to Lara when she was about to join John in the fight to stay back since he's hurt, but John saying to get behind him, and yeah, and Lara listens to her mom. Yeah, earlier on when Supergirl and Superboy or Jonathan were lifting Crackles and Jimmy, Jonathan did say that Lara was always trying to be a mommy's perfect little soldier, so I guess instead Lara doesn't couldn't help but listen to her mother. And they do get above ground after Supergirl threw the train back at the Annihilator or the Eradicator, saying to get away from her family. Then just like roars at it, and yeah, the fight is a bit similar to the one with with the Hank Henshaw, but it has a darker ending, and the Superman or Clark can't save it or help out since he's not Superman. But there's a good part where Lois and Clark are still under sewers and a bit of the sewer on top of the collapse on Lois, but Clark's able to stop it. To show that even if he doesn't have his powers, he's always tried to protect Lois or even or anyone that he loves. Yeah, yeah, Bizarro seems to be winning, and Jonathan's freaking out and just said takes Carol gives him like a pep talk, saying that he's the only one that saw different the futures, and the future is what we make it, or the future is what will make it better tomorrow, or something like that. And he's about to show Jonathan, and he turns into a like her electric red Supergirl form, but yeah, when Eradicator was aiming his laser eyes at Jonathan, Carol gets in front, and yes, seemingly dies, and Jonathan does trying to fight the Eradicator, and the Eradicator takes Jonathan's time band, thing and actually talks for once and says that Jonathan loses and he's losing the time stream now. Yeah, a lot of stuff happens. Mad Water does take a Lex uh, in, and yeah, Lex does try to say that was Lara's fault and he was trying to just protect humanity and he tried to get a Slade on his side, but yeah, Slade is really isn't on Lex's side anymore. I think it's best because what Lex said about Slade, him and Slade aren't working together. Slade works for him. Yeah. And Man Water just leaving saying to deal with who they had to arrest with the Kryptonians later. And yeah, Superman or Clark does keep having visions about the forces and that as he sees Superman with Clark saying that finally needs him and everyone saying that they need him. And Bizarro shows up too late since he and Crypto saw the fight, or Bizarro Crypto, whatever, saw the fight going on, but yeah, it turned up too late and Jimmy saying the Clara isn't moving. So yeah. And Clara's last words there to Jonathan were pretty good. And yeah, Lowell's reaction when Clark saying he knows where he can get his power back, but he needs to leave. But Lois saying he can't handle the kids without him, but he's really sure that they just need the real her or not. That's pretty good. And yeah, he did promise to come back as quick as he can. And yeah, just so that him with Bizarro bringing him to the fortress and going inside. But then the robots in the fortress do something to Bizarro's mind, make him knock Clark out. Yeah, someone tell me that Brainiac took control. That's with the a preview for episode 9. Either that or just have similar voices. Yeah, I don't think that it's decent. I don't think Lara had that much of a personality, but I think it kind of makes sense since it's like I said, Jonathan mentioned about Lara trying to be General Lane's perfect little soldier. So there's just that. I mean, this Jonathan is interesting for called Superman and Superboy, and he didn't really follow orders, and yeah, a lot of saying that their kids are very disrespectful. Sound doesn't sound like he's annoyed. Sound like he's kind of proud. I don't know. That's just what the voice actress that likes me, right? But it's uh, hear that way, but uh, don't know. And yeah, I'd say the fight between or with the Annihilator or the Eradicator was pretty good, but I do for the fight that Superman and the other uh, supers had against Headshaw, but not just because it had a better ending, but yeah, but it's a bit better. And like I said, Lex has just lost it. And you guys saw stuff that's waiting in the vacuums or the darkness of space. Did he have like a spaceship or something, or did he look through like a very advanced telescope, or did you use the prototype time machine already? I don't know, and I don't know why they never explained how Amanda Waller came in terms of checkmate again, but I don't know. And yeah, I just wonder what's gonna happen in the penultimate episode of Superman season 3, and hopefully is better. But sometimes that Clark will just lose himself trying to get his powers back again with what that was shown in the preview for episode 9, but I'll wait and see. Anyway, just remember to like, comment, subscribe, and remember to share this video or any other of my videos that I watched with whoever you want, and check out my community tab. Just click on the thing that says post, or I might find it in the recommended section on YouTube. I just put up when my videos are up for those that don't know people aren't subscribed to me, or if YouTube don't put my videos through those that are. And I some polls, make sure to phone in. But if not, that's okay. You don't have to. Get to them. I'll see you guys later.